Alright, gang. CK Danger Song. Underground Craps. Alright, this is just the intro, gang. Got a new mic. I'm hoping this thing works out. You can hear me clearly and crispy. We'll see. Has background noise cancellation. This video is just a training video, but we get into later on dice sets that match your grip and throw, and what gives you the better chance, how, what you need to do to, narrow, like what you need to do to actually be able to find, get into the ballpark of the more proper dice set. Talking about dice flying tight together or dice not flying tight together. In my opinion, wait till after the roll, we get into it, guys. Dice flying tight together, landing together, creates more dice control and allows for a shorter range, of dice sets that will be necessary to get the job done. If your dice aren't flying tight and they're flying in the air like this, however, with the distance apart, you're going to bring in more randomness. So therefore, you're going to jump around with dice sets, and you're really not going to be the most comfortable because your hand's going to change due to inflammation from squeezing the dice up on the razors and all that. These are brand new dice in this video, gang. I love the red, man. It's like my favorite with the black. But yeah, so in this video, we go into it a little bit. It's a little bit long. Don't mean to, guys. Hope you watch it all the way through. But I talk about the dice sets, how you what you want to do to be able to find more appropriate dice sets for you for whatever throw that you do throw. Because there are a couple things that you need to do to actually narrow, to kind of get it like down to where it's like, okay, this will work, this won't work. But the bottom line is, if your dice are not flying tight together through the air, landing not tight like this, however, like that, guaranteed, you're going to have to use multiple different dice sets to try to get the job done. And you're not really going to be that comfortable as you'd like to be about it. You're just not going to be, gang. Believe me, I know. Because for years, you can go back and look how my dice were flying like that and like this, but they weren't flying glued together. And at times, it just seemed like it was ridiculous because, you would jump around. The 7 would be coming from different ways. It wasn't really ever, it was consistent. It wasn't consistent like you like to see consistent, where you're really comfortable. This is much more comfortable now because you'll actually really shut down a certain way that the dice will 7 out, and it'll always pretty much be the same the way the dice are 7ing out, especially when you throw them tight and you hit the wall. A CK Danger Song. This is just the beginning, gang. Watch the video. Not bad. 16. Didn't do bad. See you on the other side, gang. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with everyone. Welcome back, everyone. 2-1. 2-1. Brand new dice today, gang. Rand's making new dice today. Rolling them out right now. Oh, that one got away from me. 6 hold. Hopefully this mic is doing good, man. We're hoping. Just got them. Got them in. Supposed to go up to 200 something feet. And you all know what kind of throw we're using out here. 5-4-4-5. Ooh, I don't like that front dice turning. 4-1. The front dice got out. Leaked out on me to the left. I don't like that. I want them to fly in the air like a missile, and the right die come off to the right instead of the right die leaked off to the left over there. It brings in that 6-1 exposure. And we use the 6-1 on the axis. I guess that's how they say that there. Oh, short, easy. We really look to, oh, damn it, that was a 6-3 fucking dice. I don't know what the hell. Damn, dude, that was weird. Fuck. Whatever. 6-3. 6-3-9 right there. Again, we're hoping. I think we're just kind of jumping a little bit there. What that was about. They're not nicked up or anything. They're brand new, so they should be sliding pretty good across here. I go through a lot of dice, man. Oh, no, to the right. Aces. Oh, shit. Jeez, dude. You see that? The camera, I'm sure, has seen that. Flipped it over. Hey. I'm trying to move too fast, I guess. So I turned it said 516. Yeah, right. Yeah, of course I'd like to see a 516. That would be a point. Of course. Okay. Back at it. Yeah, razor sharp. Little splitter, short. 2, 1. Split on me. Right at the end they split. Not liking the roll efficiency on this one so much, gang. I feel like throwing that junk garbage. Man, it's not throwing like it's regular thing. It's not bad. 6-3. He said, hold on a second, we got another 9. I'm looking for the roll efficiency. My number's 10. I want to be able to press for 10 personally now. I used to do shorter presses, but press for a couple and get out of there. If you look at some of my older videos, now I'm trying to stay in there for 10. Not that much rotation on that. 6-3, 9. Oh, fuck. Damn it. I don't know what is up here today. These dice are chopping around, man. Like I'm flipping around or something weird. Just as I was talking about roll efficiency. So anyway, when I'm throwing the dice and I'm just training right now, I'm looking at, I'm thinking as if I'm at the casino and I'm trying to roll 10. Short, hate that. Got another 3. See what I mean? That roll efficiency, it was a bullshit short throw. So I got a bullshit number, man. That's why, I didn't jam them. I'm not getting that jam in there. Notice when I throw short, I throw that stupid shit. I'm not trying to throw that. I would rather throw repeaters. Personally, me. I'd rather throw repeaters. Oh, shit. Split out on me. 10. Hold. They broke apart on me in the air on that one. Good result, though. Good result. So I'm looking for 10 rolls, gang. My average is 13 to 17. I throw that pretty strong, pretty it's pretty reliable. So that's why I now just leave the money up. Man, I don't even give a shit. Short. See that kill? See that kill right there? Jeez. Another 10. So I'm looking at how my numbers are after like 10 rolls, like right at the 10 roll range, because on the 11th roll, I'm actually out. Well, I was back-to-back 10s. Didn't realize that. I'm going to be out. I'm going to be out, gang. Then I might, I'll reassess my roll. The roll's feeling like it's going, nice, then easy on that short one. Vote 1, just a little bit short. I want to really jam them in there. I want to stuff them in there, you know what I mean? So I'm not pleasing them, I'm not stuffing them and jamming them. I'm looking to see how many numbers can I hit 3 or 4 on, within that 10 range and then get out of there. Because really, if you do the math, just do the math on quarters. How much you're 5, 3, 8. Like if you're in there with quarters, I think it's like anywhere from, like if you did 150 across, I think it's anywhere from like 500 to like 2,200, something like that. Just across the numbers. That was nice. That was really nice stick right there. It was really lovely. I mean, if I could have those all the time, whew, it's just beautiful. That's what I'm really looking for, gang. I don't do any fancy betting. I just press everything up, depending on, what level I'm at. As far as like, am I using 100 across, like 150 across, or, if you're using 500 across, 3, deuce, 5. Whatever it is, I'm looking to go in for 10. Hey, that was a back-to-backer, wasn't it? I'm looking to go in for 10. and press hard to shit 410 and pull down. Then assess the throw. The throw feels nice. Everything's flying tight. I don't like that. Over to the right. High chop. There it is, off the fucking high chop. Damn it. And he said, I don't like that. Fucking bullshit, man. Well, it's a low roll, man. Fucking looked like barely my average, but 5 deuce. But we avoided the 6-1. We avoid the 6-1, gang. That's what we're always looking to do, is avoid that 6-1, because we know that this throw eliminates. So I think it eliminates the 6-1. So if you have 4 different ways to roll a 7, you'll notice in our live or videos we don't roll the 6-1 or 1-6 out. I mean, rarely. I think it's down to about 5% of the time. 10 tops. 10 tops. That means 90% of the time, like literally 90% of the time, we're avoiding rolling that 6-1. That, if you see how we're setting them up, I can't remember. Was I rolling them forward? I don't know if I flipped them forward, because that 5 deuce, if I was I think it was throwing 5-4, 4-5 like that. So that means my right die rolled back on me. So if I was to throw again, I'd actually, same set, push them forward like that. That way, if that die wants to do that, it's not a problem. It's just the way this throw goes, though, gang. When you're throwing like that, I mean, it's just unbelievable. And that's why, it's easier to find the dice set that's going to be more appropriate for your throw when you are throwing the dice with a tight flight in the air, like glue. We had someone comment about it, said they'd like to speak about it. I love it because it's clear to me that if your dice are flying tight in the air, they're flying tight in the air, flying tight in the air. When they hit, and they're tight, they're not going to be able to collapse in on each other. They're already flying together. So which way can they go? Bounce, come forward, bounce, come back, bounce out. Anyway, either way, they're going to have to come out. One way you look at it. You know what I mean? They're going to have to come separate. They're not going to come in because they're already together. So that eliminates that. So what that does, am I just thousands and hundreds of thousands and thousands of rolls? What I figured out is that the closer you're able to throw these dice tight, the least amount of dice sets that you're going to need. That's just for me what I figured out. When I used to throw the dice and when they weren't so tight, they're spread apart. There's, inches. You can see that here. They're inches apart, that kind of thing, maybe 4 inches, a couple inches apart. Either way, they're flying in the air apart like that, for the most part. And of course, the further they're flying away from each other, like flying, apart from each other, the more randomness you're going to have. When you bring them in tight like this, you're going to shut down that randomness tremendously. And you're literally using dice control at that point because you're eliminating the smash in. They can't come into each other. What are they going to do? They can't come into each other. They're already into each other. They're going to have to separate. They have to go boom, 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 but they're not going to that. So that eliminates a lot of that action, that roll in like that. So but that's why I love this, throwing tight like that. Let's count how many we got real quick here, gang. Yeah, it looks like just average roll, really. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16. And nothing to write home about, but, fuck, man, it's like 13 to 16 is my average. But yeah, but to answer the viewer's question, we're going to have the Dangerous Arm mail. I think it's Dangerous Arm at protonmail.com. Dangerous Arm at protonmail.com. Send me an email there. I'd love to talk with you. I'll start putting that link in there. So if anyone wants to talk, that kind of thing, chat about craps, what have you. But yeah, when the dice fly together like that, though, man, it really decreases the randomness. And plus, when you land, the thing is you want to throw the dice, get to learn to throw the dice tight, and then throw as close to the wall as you can. In my opinion, this is just what I do. I mean, it's a really gnarly throw. This throw is, man. It's a really gnarly throw. 3, deuce, 5. That was one of the ones you kept seeing a lot right there. 3, deuce, 5, and we actually had we had 4 or 5s on that. 4 or 5s. A couple back-to-backs. We had the back-to-back 10s. 3 9s. So if we had 16, we need to make up half of those rolls in 2 or 3 numbers. You know how I feel about that. That's shooting efficiency. See, we have 4 5s, 3 9s, that's 7, 2 10s, so it's 9. So that's more than 50% of the 16 rolls. But yeah, this is just a training session. I just wanted to get out the fact about, there is a tremendous difference if, I don't care what way you're throwing, if you're throwing the super grip, which, hey, gang, check this out while we're here. Show you this. It's a preview. Don't tell anybody. But we're going to do another video. This thing is nice. Okay, we got a wall crasher right there, but I just wanted to preview this one. Funny, 3 deuce 5. I don't know where that came from. Show you that one more time so we can catch a better landing on that. Just see here. So much better landing. Another 3 deuce 5 right there. So anyway, though, gang, that's what we're going to be showing here shortly, is the super grip back again. And notice with the super grip, you'll notice that we're going to be throwing that super grip down at the base of the wall. We're also hitting down at the base of the wall. We're trying to throw the dice as tight as we can. But the reason I showed you that is because no matter what throw you throw, I think that the closer that the dice fly together, matter of fact, I know this, you're going to decrease your randomness. It just is the way it is. And the closer you throw them together, and then when you throw them closer to the wall, that also will decrease your randomness. You hit the same, so you do those things and you hit the same spot over and over and over. That then will allow you to narrow down what your dice set might be. Trust me, that's just the truth. Your dice are flying really tight together. You throw it to the same spot every single time. Like you land the same spot every single time. Whatever way you throw, land the same place every single time. When you have that same place every single time, now you want to actually look for what your proper dice set will be. That's when you'll truly find it out. But if your dice aren't flying tight together, I'm telling you, if they're not flying tight together and they're flying like this, you're going to have a wide range of dice sets that you're going to need, because you're not going to be able to have a narrow range. Like I'm literally down to, just that 6-1, like I use the 6 and the 1 on access, where it's the, you turn the dice, it's inside. Either way you turn them, 6-1 is right there. So we're hiding it on the inside. See, 5-4, 4-5. Got 6 on each side. 1's on the inside. With this throw, we're able to eliminate that. So since that's the case, we use a 5-4-4-5, and we work with managing around just 4 ways of the dice rolling a 7. Because we do throw them tight, and we mash them into the wall, and we jam them. I used to talk about this a long time ago. I called it dice trapping. But anyhow, glued together, hitting into the wall, stamping them in there, tight like that, that's going to give you the best dice control, in my opinion. The less randomness, you're going to have a shorter necessary selection of dice sets. Much easier to find a dice set is the point. Now, don't get me wrong. I use a 5-4-4-5, but I also use 4-2, 2-4, all that. It's all those dice sets like that. I use those. I call them offsets. Dice sets. Someone else called them something else in the chat. I think they said that's actually the hard ways. So I don't use a 5-4-5-4. I use the offset. So I just turn one, so it's offset, but that set works really well because the dice only will turn 1 digit. You notice that 7 out was a 5 deuce 7 out. So what that was we had that right die, which is the one that normally gets me. That right die came back. See, if I was to throw again, I would roll them forward. That way it comes back because the throw's consistent, and I throw them tight, and they land in the same spot every single time almost. That's why I get pissed when they're short, because if they're landing in the same spot, that means that die set that I'm using, it's reliable. You see what I mean? Because I've dialed it in. But if you're throwing in the whole thing is to find your dice set. First of all, you need to hit into the same spot every single time. You need to throw the dice the same way every single time, whichever way you're throwing. 3-finger grip, super grip, or stack grip. anything you're using, try to always keep them as close as you can. Even if you can't keep them tight like how I'm talking about, get them as close as you can. That way, and then once you have them like that, throw it into the same spot every time. Try to hit the same spot every time, wherever you're throwing, wherever you're throwing. And once you do those two things, then now you can truly find a dice set that's going to be compatible for your throw. Because you'll be able to find a compatible dice set that'll get you through. Just the problem is when the dice are flying away from each other, in the air like that, it's going to make it to where you're going to have to jump around, on different dice sets, because really your throw isn't as consistent as it really should be, because the dice aren't going to be able to be as consistent. You will, but not really, like the level I'm talking about, because they're flying so far away. It gives too much randomness. But when they're flying tight like that, that's why I say that. So no matter what throw you throw, you want to try to get them as tight as you can, throw them in the same area. And once you do that, beginners, once you do that, same area, target practice, target, then start working with different dice sets. And then see the way the dice are rolling and see if you can see patterns of ways that you're setting out. And you really want to see that you're setting out a certain way, whether one dice is flipping forward or one's flipping back or one's, turning out, the other one's turning out, all that kind of stuff. Are they, blasting out? Are they blasting in because, you're like this, so they're blasting, whatever. So that's what we got though, gang. That's what we got. Long one. Didn't mean to come back with another long one, but 16 here, a little lesson at the end. I'm probably going to cut that out because I think that's really important to know why I really harp on dice being glued. But you don't have to throw it like that to have dice control, but that is the higher efficient rolls with tight glued dice though. I assure you. I've never seen so many damn repeaters anything else other than like this, like how ridiculous it really can get, like 8, 9 in a row, 10 in a row, that kind of shit. I ain't seen that with anything else. So hope I drove that point home, guys. You really got a hold of that, and hope the mic worked out. But my opinion, the tight dice, the same area, target area, shortens the amount of dice that's used. That's why I use the 5-4, 4-5, or 4-2, 2-4, 3-2, 2-3, 2-3, 3-2. Like all those are all the same set. It's just now to the point where which set is going to give me the most efficiency on hitting these numbers. And that's why I like the 5-4, 4-5, because it does give me good efficiency. I got off point with my three threes, but it's still hitting the same number though. Same time. I just wasn't excited about hitting that one, but we did get 3 9s, 4 5s, couple back-to-backers on the I think we had a couple back-to-backers on the 9, couple back-to-backers on the 5, and we had we were stamping the 10. We had a 6-4, had a hard way, then we had the regular way. So anyway, gang, I'm working on these cameras. I have another one coming because what I really want to do is be able to show these setup here, when you're gripping the dice, setting the dice, setting up, then releasing. And I want this camera right here to be able to really see, so you can really see the release, capture the whole thing, the flight and all that, then have the other one down there capture really good angles of the finish. So I know this was long, guys. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See you on the other side, gang. Again, we're hoping this microphone is working well. I'd like to know your opinions, though. What do you think? Do you think the optimal throw, no matter what throw you throw, stack grip, your premier grip, Yuri, anything, whatever you throw, what do you think? Do you think that the closer that the dice are flying together and landing together, do you think that gives you more dice control than dice flying far apart and landing, bouncing all over? Do you think that's more random, or do you think flying together, hitting, bouncing around how they do you think that's more control? You guys let me know in the comments. You already know how I think. All right, gang. And we're out on this one. CK Dangerous Arm. Stick 'em, baby. Underground craps. That was nice. See how they flew tight? They flew tight, hit the wall, and they were tight together. Notice how they were like, boo, like they literally, boom. They went boom like that. Then they're spinning out. Hey, Appreciate you, gang. See you on the other side. CK Dangerous Arm. On the ground crabs. Thanks for watching, gang.